I ruined my son's 6th birthday party because no one else would. 3 weeks ago, my wife started planning our son Caleb's birthday like it was a royal wedding. Toy Story everything. Buzz, Woody, themed balloons, napkins, the whole deal. She booked a magician, rented an inflatable obstacle course, even found plates that matched the handwritten invitations, 25 of them, each carefully addressed to every kid in Caleb's kindergarten class. But here's the thing. Caleb died 10 months ago. Leukemia. Fast. Brutal. We buried him in his Buzz Lightyear shirt. He told us, Buzz never gives up, so I won't either. At first, I thought the party was symbolic, a way for my wife to cope, something sweet and sad, like leaving a slice of cake for someone who's not at the table. But the closer we got to the date, the more it felt off. She wasn't just reminiscing. She was acting like he was still alive. She'd say things like, Caleb's going to love this, or he'll be so excited when he sees the cake. One night, she even practiced what she'd say when he opened his presents. I gently brought it up, suggested maybe we do something different this year, plant a tree, donate to the children's hospital. She smiled at me like I was telling a silly joke. That's sweet, honey, but Caleb wants a party. I can feel it. That's when I knew this wasn't just grief anymore. It was denial. Deep, heavy, real. I let it slide. Until the day she went to Caleb's old school with the invitations. She came home glowing, said his teacher promised to hand them out during circle time. I didn't say a word, just nodded. But the next morning, while she was getting ready, I drove to the school myself, found the teacher, who was already crying before I even opened my mouth. I asked for the invitations back. She handed them over with shaking hands. I didn't know what to do, she whispered. I'll take care of it, I told her. That afternoon, my wife was in the kitchen humming You've Got a Friend in Me while frosting a cake shaped like Woody's hat. I stood in the doorway and just broke. The night before the party, I found she'd arranged all the party hats in neat little rows on the table, Caleb's name written in blue marker on the throne chair at the head. I dropped to my knees and cried like I hadn't cried since the funeral. She walked in holding a plate of cake samples, saw me, froze. Honey, she said softly. What's wrong? She knelt beside me and wiped icing off my cheek with her thumb. Everything, she whispered. Why are you crying? I couldn't get the words out, just held her tighter. Eventually, I said, Baby, Caleb's not coming. She went still, eyes unfocused, like I was speaking another language. Then her eyes welled up. She nodded slowly, then whispered, just for one day, can we pretend? I shook my head. No, because pretending is starting to break you. That morning, I canceled the magician, took down the decorations, packed away the favors, did the hardest thing I've ever done. I ruined the party, because no one else would. My wife sat in Caleb's room for hours that day, holding his old Buzz plushie. I thought I'd shattered her. But the next morning, she walked out of our room with messy hair, no makeup, puffy eyes, and said, let's plant a tree today. We drove to the nursery and found a little maple. Caleb used to love jumping into piles of leaves in the fall, so it felt right. We planted it in the backyard, just us. No party hats, no pretending, just quiet, just grief, just truth. We cried again, but it was different this time, like letting go without forgetting. It's been a week. The magician refunded us. The school counselor called to check in, and every day, I water that tree and whisper, to infinity and beyond, buddy. And my wife? She started writing a children's book. It's called Caleb's Party in the Sky, and this time, it's just for him.